I'm not sure how to follow the Vaseline joke. That was a good one, though. In 1995, I started a career in lighting, and I couldn't be happier with the profession I chose. Looking around, it's a privilege to be in this room, not only with the honorees. Congratulations to all the honorees. But the number of talented individuals in this room is really what makes the lighting industry so great. So very proud to be part of lighting. Over the years, many people have helped me develop both professionally and personally. And at the top of the list is Mr. Gary Wallpe. Gary hired me in 2002 and was instrumental in my development. I learned many things from Gary along the way. And I want to take this moment to share 3 things that I learned that I use every day as part of my business and as part of my personal life. Number one is, the first is to have patience. And I know there's many people I work with that don't believe I learned anything from Gary on having patience, but you should have seen me before Gary. Stay close to the situation and well connected to those that have influence, and the rest is going to take care of itself in due time. Even in the world of I need it now, this advice rings true today. Next is build long-lasting relationships. And Gary developed many authentic, meaningful friendships during his tenure in lighting. Many of those people are here tonight. It's amazing to see Gary socialize and interact with the people that we dealt with back in the days of sourcing. That mutual respect allowed for the best possible outcome, even in the most difficult environments, whether it was situations where there was shortage of components or price hikes. That mutual respect went a long way. And I would say that whether it be good times or bad times, there were many people ready and willing to assist Gary. And finally, how you achieve results is more important than the results themselves. And I use this advice during performance reviews and when my team and I have to make tough decisions. Gary's integrity was second to none. He always encouraged transparency, honesty, and ethical choices. So how you achieve the results is indeed more important than the actual subsequent outcome. And with that, it is with great privilege and honor that I introduce Mr. Gary Wallpe.
Wow, I'm not sure I can live up to that expectation there. That was great. Thank you, Tommy. Randy, I want to tell you thank you for this function that you put on here. It's wonderful. It's great for the industry, and glad to be part of it. Thank you. I am actually honored and humbled to be part of this organization. I've been around the industry, having retired 4 years ago, though, I've been around this industry for 28 years, and I've seen a lot of wonderful, wonderful people and things and companies happen within this industry. And for that reason, I'm humbled. You take a look at some of the things that have been accomplished with companies and with individuals within this industry. And it's just astounding, the things that have gone on and the lives of people that have been changed as a result of this industry. We've seen a lot of the leaders in this industry take technology and have a vision for it. And I can cite a couple examples of different companies that have been formed throughout my career anyway, and very successfully formed, taking technology that some people didn't think would ever work and really creating a business out of it, a very nice business out of it. And so I've been fortunate enough to see a lot of that happen. A lot of that happened within the company I worked for also. I started out with Lithonia Lighting in 1986. Margaret, I think that was about the same year you started your business, was 1986. And I started out running the paint shop, okay, in Conyers, Georgia. So it was a start to get into the company, but I had some great, great mentors. Names that a lot of you would recognize Jim McClung, Charles Darnell, who's still part of the industry, I hear. Guys like Joe Gailey and Glenn Vandewater. Glenn was our CFO at the time and just gave me so much advice and was such a mentor to me as I grew in the lighting industry and learning about our industry and how great an industry it was. But I would also be remiss in not mentioning one other person who played a major role in my career at Lithonia and with eventually Acuity. And that was Tom Naramore, who I think a lot of you know. Tom played a major role in my career. As a matter of fact, I think I have a record in the lighting industry. Let's see if anybody can beat this one in a fairly good-sized company. I started in 1986 working for Tom, and for 24 consecutive years of my 28 years, I worked for Tom Naramore, okay? 24 straight years. So Tom and I obviously developed a great relationship over the years, and Tom was so supportive of me in my roles that I had, and I had several roles with Acuity and with Lithonia. And Tom was very supportive of those. And the other thing that Tom did for me is he let me understand the culture within Lithonia Lighting. And if you've talked to a lot of people at Lithonia, you'll understand there is a culture there. You're either going to be there for a little while or you're going to be there for a long while. And I can look out amongst the room here and see a lot of those been there a long time. And so that's the company I worked for, and it was great working for that company. Tom allowed me to, as I said, he hired me as a paint manager in Conyers. I then, within 8 weeks, went to Cochran, Georgia, which was their biggest plant, as plant manager. I eventually came back to Conyers and was able to be part of us developing a plant and an operation in Mexico, and that was absolutely great. And then we decided in the late 1990, 98, 99, somewhere in there, that we had 3 divisions that were not being seen as one company to our customers. So we consolidated and created a central sourcing group, which I was able to head up. And that was just a tremendous experience because that gave me the opportunity to meet all of the great, great people in the lighting industry. And I've heard it echoed several times this evening about the people in this industry. And wow, what a great group of people to work with. I worked with a tremendous group of people. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything was rosy, okay, all the time. There were their challenges, obviously. But, well, I enjoyed going to work every day. And I really appreciate tonight getting to see some of the people that I haven't seen in 4 years. As a matter of fact, a lot of people I haven't seen in 4 years. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate you all coming out tonight. And once again, I thank you, Randy, for this opportunity.